I'd like you to talk with your mentor-mentee for a few moments about the following. How you like to communicate. Do you like email? Do you like text? Do you prefer phone calls? What your schedule's like. You know, how quickly you can respond to email. Just setting up some kind of expectation so that you know how you'd like to be in communication with this person. So the very first thing on this list is Doodle. How many of you use Doodle? Okay. So quite a few of you are not familiar with Doodle. Doodle is a free online scheduling platform, which comes in really handy if you're trying to schedule, say, a phone call, especially a conference call with more than one person, if either of you have a team or other people that you want to bring on into a conversation. So if you go to Doodle, doodle.com, it walks you through it. It's probably like a 3-step process. And it's really easy. You just type in, you pick from a calendar when you're available, and send a link to all the people that you want to invite to that scheduler. And then they just simply put in their name and check off the times that they can make the call or the conference call or meet online on a document or something to work collaboratively on that. And then it pools when everyone is available at the end. So you, as the person who set it up, will get at the end of it, hey, everybody can meet Thursday at 2 and Friday at 10. And then you can, rather than all the email exchange, you can easily schedule something in one place with one link out and one confirmation. Does that make sense to everyone? Yeah? Okay. So that's Doodle and when is good. And I would really recommend, especially when you get busy, as we all are, always busy, right? Using that, because then you don't have that situation where you're, going back through email saying, oh, when was that person available? When was that person available? And having to put all that together yourself. Evernote is a great, really kind of flexible platform for doing things that are a little bit more creative. I don't use it as much as some of the people that I collaborate with. One choreographer in particular has a collaborator in LA or in San Francisco, and he lives in New York, and they make everything. They do a lot of videos, they do a lot of live performance, and they do all of their collaboration through Evernote. So it's great because you can do things like, doodle out what you think the stage might look like and doodle meaning this kind of doodle, not doodle meaning .com doodle. And take a picture of it or scan it and drop it into Dropbox. Then there are organizational tools. These are task-oriented tools. Asana is one that I use that's on here. Remember the Milk is another. These are things that are designed to be good kind of delegation tools. So let's say you're working on a project and there's a first draft of a grant that needs to be written. There's a costume designer that needs to be contacted. There, any number of tasks that someone needs to perform. In, let's say, Asana, but it's the same in Remember the Milk, you can outline all of those tasks and then assign them to people. It could even be to yourself. And then you can either sync it with your calendar and or send email reminders to yourself or to your staff. How do you find trusted resources? How do you learn about, a big question that came out of last year's gathering was, how do you learn about this stuff? Like, next year there's going to be something else that's new. How do you keep updated on technology or just questions in the field? So some of these are address that. One is Quora. Quora is a platform where you can ask questions of trusted peers or experts and get responses. I know a lot of people that use it pretty aggressively. To me, it's a little, I just don't have time for it, quite honestly. But if I did have a burning question and didn't know who to ask, it's a pretty good place to go, and you will get some some very knowledgeable people answering questions.